WC at Wrestle Center tweets about Austin Theory. Austin Theory was trending quite a bit because with this nugget right here, Austin Theory is currently on a 15-match losing streak in WWE. They say losses don't matter sometimes, but again, new era. You can't help but to see that stat's pretty alarming. Is it time to hit the panic button, Austin Theory?
I thought the same thing. I'm like, this guy keeps fucking losing. He's a joke, right? He's not being taken seriously. But neither was The Miz when he cashed in. So I'm assuming this is just him doing what he has to do. Because he's not going to cash in anytime soon. He can't cash in anytime soon. I'm still going with WrestleMania. Who he catches in against, that's a debate. But I think post Rumble, he needs to start picking up the pace again. If not Survivor Series. I mean, I think they said that backwards. I think Survivor Series, he needs to pick up the pace, if not Royal Rumble. And keeps losing. He's a bad guy. Bad guys lose. Right? Bad guys are supposed to lose, get their ass beat. If you're going to be a champion, you need to build some credibility here. He can't cash in on a, right now, 15, maybe like a 30-match losing streak. That's an embarrassment.
Right.
So let him do what he's doing now. I think he's a nice fit on the roster as his losing. No one taking him seriously stuff. No one's taking him seriously until he will, and then he'll be champion. Again, latest Royal Rumble, I think he needs to show up and show out, and then WrestleMania season, he should turn that around.
When
so don't press the panic.
When did that losing streak happen, though? Did that losing streak start happening before or after Vince McMahon left? I think after, right?
No, before. I think it was after he lost. He dropped the belt to Bobby Lashley. Was that SummerSlam?
So SummerSlam, there was.
He was kind
of. Well, it was changing of the guard then, though. That was Triple H.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. So it might be the Triple H thing. Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, we all know Vince McMahon was very high in Austin Theory. I agree with Vince. Austin Theory is a great deal. We might be a little biased because we got to know him in the Indies, but it seems like Triple H might not be, or is Triple H looking to just completely undo what Vince McMahon did?
I think what they're doing. I think Triple H is high on Austin Theory. I don't see how anybody cannot be. I think he was a chosen one, to borrow a phrase, for a reason. I think what Triple H is doing is trying the best to kind of erase, wipe the slate clean of him being the chosen one. This is McMahon's pointed the pick. I forgot the phrase they used. So let him keep losing. Let's forget about his whole protege type angle they were building up for the last several months. Let him lose. People not take him seriously, and then once let's forget about that because he was built up. He was getting pushed to the moon.
Absolutely.
So I think this is like a control elite type scenario. Let's forget about it. Let's erase the past. Then let's start pushing him again as Austin Theory, Mr. Money in the Bank, not Mr. Man's protege. If that makes sense.
You know what he might need, actually? You know what would actually probably help him out a lot with this losing streak? Well, I see what you're saying here. I mean, let's take away the Vince McMahon aspect of it. Let's kind of, shape him to be his own, which is kind of tough to do when, he's already so established from the Vince McMahon era when he had the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think the only way that could really save him, that could save him grace from all these losses here, is if he starts his own stable. He starts his own crew. He starts needing backup and finding ways to squeak out wins, a la Ric Flair. The believable guy that could get beat any moment, but yet still walks away with the championship. Walks away with the W. I think Austin Theory needs that to revitalize career and still make it his own, but and still have the briefcase, be believable to be the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And maybe that's why he's got an affiliation recently with your boys Chad Gable and Otis.
Thank you.
But that would make the most sense.
Yep. I don't see him leading a faction just yet, but I see what you're saying. It could make sense. Give him some back, give him some muscle. Who could use muscle in that these days?
And Alpha Academy, I mean, that gives them more airtime as well. I think it's a win-win for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Considering now, I mean, WWE is starting to get a little faction heavy lately. What's another one?
Yeah, why not? Hope they don't. That was big critique with AEW. They're very heavy factioned. I think WWE needs to not do that.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, AEW they don't have as much airtime as
Mm,
WWE. You know, that
true.
extra hour, actually technically extra 2 hours, right? That W has over AEW is monumental. And
Network, yeah.
that's how you truly maximize all these signees on there, maximize your whole roster, give them something to do, and have a storyline going. Where AEW, I mean, again, they don't have as many hours as WWE, so like, yeah, they have a lot of factions, and we're not seeing them every week.